Purple Hearts, and it's hard to deny that if they'd been around 2 years ago, they would have been happy with the punk label. And it's clear from talking to the audiences at mod gigs that the majority of them were punks themselves up to the end of last year. So is the mod revival just the latest stage in the development of punk? Just like...
But it was a real movement.
I wonder why we got so much to prove. I wonder why we carry on like we do. Saturday night and Sunday morning, I've just woken up but I'm still yawning. Millions like us, oh yes there's millions like us. Oh, we're tunnel vision, making decisions. Everybody's living in their private hell. That's the sinking feeling you know so well. And people dying on every day, and you know it's their fault to stay that way. Millions like us, oh yes there's millions like us. Oh, we're tunnel vision, making decisions. By yourself and for yourself, you can survive on anything at all. But unless you put in something in you, get nothing out, you'll never win. I said millions like us, so yes there's millions like us. We're tunnel vision, making decisions. Millions like us, so yes there's 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 millions like us, millions like us, so yes there's millions like us, so yes there's millions like us, so yes there's millions like us, by millions, millions, the tunnel vision, millions like us, millions, making decisions, millions, the tunnel vision, millions.
Well, I suppose we are because we're mods, but I mean, you know, we're not just a mod band, we're a band for everybody. Anybody wants to come to see us, teenagers, people under 20, etc, etc. It's no good calling us just a mod band because it's too narrow.
Do you think you would have broken through eventually, even without the mod scene?
Yes. Of course,
Yeah.
we're a good band, we're a group in our own right, you know, it's irrespective. I mean, we were doing it anyway. There was no massive mob revival last year
Yeah.
when we started.
And how long have you actually been together and playing as a group?
Well, the Purple Hearts in May '78.
Oh. That's what mod's all about.
It's psychedelic, this is, isn't it? I told you should. You dropped some acid this morning.
Well, I didn't mind. I mean, I didn't sort of. If it'd been original, you know, it'd been all right.
Newcastle was a variety. So you had all these mods, sort of about 300, I should say. None of them looked over 16, like I don't know. No, they weren't that young, but they were quite young, 16, 17, 18, you know. And about 300 in front of the stage, and at the side of the stage, you had these sort of long-haired jobs. And the moment we hit the stage, I got a beer glass in the back of my neck, you know, and they were throwing glasses, cigarettes, I can't just go and wankers like that, you know. Come on, and I was sort of going back to them, you know. And they were pelting us with stuff. And then about halfway through the set, they threw we were terrified. They threw a pint of beer over him.
About 7 pints.
Anyway, I said to all these mods in the front, I said, look, these kids are trying to stop the gig. I said, you know what to do. which is pretty bad me really, but luckily it worked out all right. So they all piled into these kids, didn't they? There was about 300 and there was all these bang, and it sort of went right. They went all over to one side, and then it started to get really rough. Tables were being used on each other. People falling off the back. It was like a western. And in the end, the mods won with pretty few casualties.